look, it's good to get a win. I thought our first units, both offensively and defensively, really came out strong and played well. It was good to see, the offense, first drive of the game, take it right down the field, 11 plays, get a touchdown. Obviously with a few new pieces, it was good to see Derek out there. It was good to see Mike get a catch across the middle, so there were some good things that happened there. I thought our second series offensively, again, we were able to take the ball down the field and get points. And then really, honestly, I thought it kind of went downhill from there. I don't think we executed very well for a good chunk of the game. And then, obviously there at the end with the kind of 2-minute drive, and then we get the takeaway there at the end of the game to seal it. Kind of the same thing on defense. I thought initially we started out strong. Got a couple of stops with the first unit, which was good. And then probably I'll say, we give up the deep ball, which kind of changed the momentum of the game. So that was not good. And then as we got into the second half, I just thought we made too many mistakes in the second half. Too many mistakes that'll end up costing us games. So, like I said, glad we got the win. Because I think this league's all about winning, and so winning in the preseason is important. And I was glad that our guys were able to do that. It was nice to see, Groupie get a chance to get the kick in that situation and be able to knock it through. So I'll take your questions.
Is there something in particular you liked about the way Derek Carr played?
I just thought he was in control, poise, threw it to the open guy, kind of the way you would want your quarterback to operate the offense. Did a nice job stepping up in the pocket a couple of times. So I thought overall, it was a good experience.
When you're evaluating the team after each practice and reviewing field and everything, does this match what you've been seeing from that starting 11, especially the starting 5 offensive linemen, or was this even an improvement over the consistency?
Look, yeah, I mean, I think really on both sides of the ball, when we've had, all of our guys out there, I think it's been a highly competitive situation. And so yeah, I would say, we operated pretty well when we had our, basically our starting 11 out there. So really on both sides of the ball.
When you're evaluating Alante, does his work in the slot impact how you look at him on the outside, or are those kind of like two different, evaluations?
Yeah, look, I'd say probably two different evaluations. I think overall, Alante's had a really good camp. I think he's still getting used to playing inside in the slot. And look, that's just part of the deal with growing up and playing in our league. It's hard to have, if everybody's just an outside corner, somebody's got to go inside. And so he's going in there and getting some work, and he'll learn from his mistakes, and he'll keep getting better from it.
Yeah, you update on Kendra Miller, I believe, earlier?
No, he had a knee sprain. We'll have to get some imaging and check it out, but that's really all I have.
Did you like the way that Ellis Merriweather kind of responded?
I did. I thought he got in there and ran the ball pretty well. I thought he ran the ball really physically. He had a really nice run that got called back. Got called back, but it was a good run.
What do you think about A.T. Perry's play today?
It was good to see. Yeah, I thought he stepped up and caught the ball well. Don't like him reaching for the goal line there at the end, on his first touchdown. But, it was good. We had some young guys that scored their first NFL touchdowns. We had some guys that, kicked their first NFL field goal. So it was good to see some of those young guys make some plays, and certainly, look, we're in a race to improve between now to week 2. And we got a few days before we get on a plane and head out to LA and get ready to work against the Chargers. So, but we have a lot of things we got to improve on.
Dennis, having gone through the draft and off-season acquisitions, which acquisitions have you made that you're most excited about, and why?
Yeah, look, I mean, I'm excited about all the acquisitions. You know what I mean? Like, that's why we went out and got those guys. So I like them all. Now there's different things different values that I think they bring to the team. But yeah, I mean, I like all those guys, or else, we wouldn't have gone out and got them.
What do you think of Jake Anderson?
I thought early on, it was a little erratic, but I thought as he kind of settled down, I thought he got better. And he's kind of that way. You guys have been watching him. He's got a little moxie to him, and when the game was on the line, he ended up getting us down the field and putting points on the board. It was disappointing on the 2-point play that we snapped the ball early and don't get a chance to at least try to execute in that situation. I thought that was probably the one take I take away from this. I thought we had too many self-inflicted wounds, not with the first groups, but as we got into the second and third wave, I thought there was way too many self-inflicted wounds that we got to clean up.
Did Derek have done anything better?
Well, let me look at the tape. I'm sure there's probably a couple of things that he could have done better, but 11 plays and whatever it was, 80 yards and a touchdown is pretty good.
Dennis, I know the situation is different with Trevor and Caesar since Trevor has less experience and he played much longer. But with Caesar, is that a good sign that you guys have been seeing the development coming off that injury that you need to see from him in camp? That
Yeah.
there's enough work for him?
Yeah. Look, I mean, the plan all along was, 10 to 15 plays with the first group, give or take. And there was a couple of guys that we might want to get out a little bit earlier, a couple of guys that we might want to leave in a little bit longer. And so it's kind of how the game played out. But in response to Trevor, yeah, the plan was to get him about 20 plays. I don't know what the final count ended up being, probably closer to 24, but 21, 22, something like that.
How about Caesar in particular, though? Is that a good, you like what you're seeing in these?
Yeah, yeah, I like what I've seen. Now, I'm sure we'll look at the tape and see some things that we got to improve on, but yeah, I like where we're at.
Dennis, we kind of talked a lot about turnovers in camp. Nice to see you guys kind of take advantage of the opportunities that were given, especially if get drilled down with that one.
Yeah. We've talked a lot about taking the ball away, and I think we had 2 of them today. So I think takeaways are contagious. I think when you start getting them, they tend to come in bunches, and so everything's about the ball. We got to continue to emphasize that as a coaching staff and make sure our guys understand the importance of the ball, both protecting the ball and trying to take it away.
What are your thoughts on A.T. Perry's day? Is this kind of a confidence-building moment for him?
Yeah, I thought it was good. Couple of contested catches. Thought he was able to, run down the field, put his foot in the ground, come back and create some separation, and then be able to make a catch in a contested environment. So, I thought he played well.
Was it the same knee that Kendra was dealing with this offseason?
I believe so.
Dennis, what about the way that you won? Because it's been a hot and humid camp for everybody here, and it seems like everyone, especially at the end, they chipped in.
Yeah, well, look, I mean, preseason game, when we didn't get the 2-point, we could have said, let's get out of this thing, save our pads a little bit. But, I thought it was important for us to take the timeouts and see if we could, we figured if we got them 3 and out and they had to punt the ball back to us, we'd probably get the ball with about, 15 to 20 seconds left, and maybe we could get ourselves into a, long field goal range and see if Groupie could hit, a long one. And, our guys on defense made a play, and you never know when those plays are going to come. So you just got to keep playing.
ADA on James's 3 sacks, how much of that is on the offensive line? How much
I think we got to look at that. You know what I mean? Like I'm going to reserve judgment till I see exactly what happened, on the tape. But generally when things like that happen, there's a little bit of blame to go around. So we'll look at it and see what we thought.
You said you were looking forward to seeing tight end Jimmy Graham out there. What did he show you?
Well, look, what did he have? 1 catch? But I thought he ran a nice route, got the ball vertical. I thought he did, a couple of good things in in the run game in terms of blocking. I didn't like the call against him, but look, I'll go back and look at the tape. But I thought overall pretty good.
Thank you, Coach.
All right, thanks, guys.
Derek, you ready? Quick note, locker room